Attention all operators on countdown 1. This is the final go, no go for flight 2 of Starship. Again, our T0 is at 7 a.m. Central. Raptor 1.
Go.
Raptor 2.
Go.
Stage 1.
Go.
Stage 2.
Go.
Copy, go for flight. Clock is rolling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
Stretcher cut off. Stage separation.
I'm only 3'5", 3'6".
We got to get you down here. You're in love with Kelly Clarkson of American Idol?
Yep.
Maybe we can hook you two kids up.
If I can get her to come in here, maybe I can hook you up with her.
Wouldn't mind that, that's for sure.
What? 3'5"? What are you, a midget?
Yeah.
And what, are you ill or something?
No. It's just, it's 5 o'clock in the morning here.
Are you shorter than Mini-Me?
No, I think he's around the 2-foot mark.
Wow.
Right.
I'm always amazed at how little Mini-Me is.
Yeah.
If Mini-Me's 2 foot, you're 3'5"?
3'5".
You tower over him.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between that.
You work in
Even
every guy is like, 3'5", 3'6", like 3'6.5". We just give ourselves that little extra bit. Even at 3'6", he's like, well, maybe at 3'8", I will be adored. You gotta love that about men, right, DJ Electrified?
Yep, they all do it. You all do.
Talking to you about Kelly.
Oh, that's right. You're the Kelly Clarkson fan.
Yeah.
You're the midget, right?
Yes.
Well, I would prefer not to be called that. A little person or vertically challenged is better.
Yeah.
First time we ever heard vertically challenged in this world, at least for me. And I laughed very hard.
I was calling because the last couple times I called, I forgot to mention something about two of the other American Idols.
Can you talk louder? Because I don't want to miss this.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
World of difference.
This makes absolutely no difference when he says, can you hear me now?
Okay, in a bubble?
Anything different?
Could you talk taller?
Eric the midget, who calls me all the time. He's in a wheelchair. He's a big mess.
Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we journey back and see what an audience might have seen in an elegant Parisian theater in 1847. Please welcome John Gaunt, and performing his polandric evolutions, that terpsichore of the trapeze, Antonio Diavolo.
Antonio, you holding on?
You're not afraid of falling, are you? Then would you bow and we'll commence with the routine? Well done.
Whoa.
Very good, Antonio. Now he's going to try a handstand. Come on, little fella.
Do you think he could actually straighten out his legs?
Ask him.
Antonio, would you straighten out your legs, please? And the other?
Ah.
Very impressive. Really wonderful. Do you think we could talk Antonio into doing an encore?
Yes, he would love to.
Should I start the bar?
He should start it himself this time.
That would be impressive.
Come on, Antonio.
It's really hard to believe that this was a bunch of broken parts in a box, which I saw in your shop 7 years ago. We should point out there's absolutely no electronic trickery here whatsoever.
The same as it was 140 years ago.
Truly remarkable. You about ready to end the
Yeah,
routine?
that's enough, Antonio. Come on now.
Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, John Gorin and Antonio Diavolo.
Automata had been a very popular part of magical entertainment since the 18th century. Popular because they often appeared to interact with the public.
One of the most famous automata, or pseudo-automata, is the chess-playing automaton of Wolfgang von Kempelen.
Modelled on a Turkish figure and built in 1770 for an Austrian empress, this life-size automaton travelled through Europe playing chess and defeating commoners and kings alike. After a century-long career, he has recently been restored to full working order.
Von Kempelen would push out the chess player, the machine itself, and pull out a set of keys. He would then open the left-hand door, exposing all of the machinery, and take a lit candle around to the back and open the door there to show that there's nothing but machinery in there. Now, again, leaving all of the doors flapping in the breeze, he would roll the whole machine around and show that the Turk had a couple of small doors inside his back and in his legs, and lifting up his robe, again, just expose the machinery. Then turn it all back around and lock it up, and he's ready for the performance.
With lifelike movements, unerring judgment, and his expressionless face, the chess player proved to be an intimidating opponent. After alleged victories over Napoleon, Benjamin Franklin, and Catherine the Great of Russia, author Edgar Allan Poe became obsessed with uncovering the secret. Theories ranged from offstage assistants with remote control devices to electromagnets. But the most popular speculation involved a hidden chess expert, despite the fact that the cabinet appeared only large enough to contain the clockwork mechanism.
One of the biggest fictions that has arisen around it was actually perpetrated by no less than Robert Houdin. In his memoirs, he claimed that this automaton was made in order to conceal a legless Polish warrior. This unfortunate man called Waruski had had his leg shattered with a cannon, and that was the modus operandi.
The chess player even exhibited a chess master's temperament, growing impatient if an opponent took too long to make a move. If an opponent dared to make an illegal move, thinking that the automaton wouldn't know, the chess player would take dramatic action. Even today, the idea
is the Turk, a mechanical chess-playing robot from the 1700s that was basically unbeatable. It made its own moves, called checkmate, and even laughed in its opponent's face. For almost 90 years, it toured the world, facing some of the best chess players and historical figures, and beating them all. Hundreds of articles were written trying to expose its secrets, but no one ever figured out how it worked, or if it was actually real or not. Amazingly, the real secret behind this mysterious machine remained unknown for almost 90 years and was almost lost completely when the Turk eventually perished in a fire. We modeled the entire thing to show you how this incredible machine worked and how it managed to trick the entire world for almost a century. The story begins in Vienna in 1769, where a special event was being held by the Empress of Austria. At the event, the audience were being treated to a show by a famous French magician who performed illusions using magnets. While the audience was blown away, one man was less than impressed: Hungarian inventor Wolfgang von Kempelen. He worked for the Empress and promised that he would come back next year with a much more impressive creation of his own. And so, over the next 6 months, in the secrecy of his own home, he constructed the Turk. Kempelen revealed his creation at the next event, and it was an absolute hit. The audience watched on in amazement as this mysterious-looking mannequin came to life, moving around the chess pieces and destroying his opponent. Word spread quickly about the Turk, and soon hundreds of people around Europe wanted to take on the machine. 10 years went by, but the demand to see the Turk was higher than ever, and so Kempelen took the machine out on the road, starting its first European tour in 1783. This is how a typical show would go. At the beginning, Kempelen would go around opening the cabinet doors and inviting people to look inside the machine. Starting with the left door, it would reveal a compartment full of complex machinery. To show that there was nothing hiding behind the machinery, he opened the door at the back and lit a candle so that the audience could see right through the machine. Then he closed the rear door and opened up the main compartment, which was mostly empty. With all the doors open, Kempelen pulled out a set of chess pieces from the drawer at the bottom. The Turk was now ready to play. Kempelen would challenge the most intelligent member of the audience to try and beat the Turk, and almost always the Turk would come out on top. Kempelen and his machine continued traveling across Europe, playing some of the most skilled chess masters of the time. For the final game in France, the Turk went up against Benjamin Franklin. Despite being a chess fanatic, the Turk quickly defeated him with ease. After this, speculation behind the machine's authenticity started to ramp up. While many believed it really was a completely automated machine, some thought it was also being controlled by magnets, and some thought there was a small child operating the Turk from inside. But Kempelen was determined to take the secret to his grave, and in 1804 he passed away at the age of 70. The Turk was eventually sold to a German inventor called Johann Maltzel for around $300,000. Over the course of several years, he figured out the Turk's secrets and took it back out on the road, this time finding even more success in America. But one day, after performing in Baltimore, an article was written in the local newspaper that appeared to give away the Turk's secret. 2 young boys had climbed onto the Turk's storage shed and saw Maltzel opening the cabinet and a man climbing out of it. A few days later, the newspaper retracted the article because the boys' story couldn't be verified. This is still a problem in today's world. That's why we're working with Ground News again for this video. Invented by a former NASA engineer, Ground News is a news app and website that allows you to compare articles from a wide range of sources and owners to see how this bias can affect framing. With their extensive up with current events, click the link in the video description. He was invited to inspect the machine and ended up writing an essay on how he thought it worked. He thought nobody knew if it was real or not. Famous poet Edgar Allan Poe was invited to inspect the machine and ended up writing an essay on how he thought it worked. He thought that there was simply a man underneath the Turk's clothing that could see the chessboard and was making all of the moves. Maltzel spent most of the 1830s touring America and Cuba with great success. But while sailing back to the US, Maltzel suddenly died at sea, and the Turk and all of its secrets were now just waiting to be uncovered once it arrived back. The machine eventually fell into the hands of Edgar Allan Poe's physician, who had always been interested in the machine. But by then, the Turk was 70 years old, and without a charismatic owner to put on the show, it was eventually donated to a museum in Philadelphia. It remained here for over a decade, until one day, a fire swept through and completely destroyed the Turk. It was no doubt one of the best-kept secrets in the world. It traveled everywhere, constantly under scrutiny from the world's brightest minds. And yet, even through multiple owners, it managed to take its secrets all the way to the end. It seemed like the secrets behind the Turk would remain unknown forever. But a year later, the son of the Turk's last owner published an article that would finally reveal the truth. These are the secrets behind the Turk. As it turned out, the Turk wasn't automated at all, and was in fact operated by a chess master hidden inside the machine at all times. The fake machinery and the bottom drawer didn't extend all the way to the back of the cabinet, and so there was space for the operator to sit with his legs stretched out under a fake floor. Before the left door was opened, the operator would slide forward on a movable chair into the main compartment, closing behind him a secret door. The presenter would then open the rear door and show the audience that there was nothing but machinery inside. As the presenter closed the rear door, the operator would slide back into his original position, closing another door behind him and in front of him. The presenter would then open up the front and rear doors to the main compartment to allow the audience to see inside. Having seen right through the whole machine, the audience would now have full belief that no one could be hidden inside the machine. The doors were then locked, and the Turk was ready to come to life. The operator would slide back into the main compartment and open a hidden door inside the Turk's body, revealing a candle, a chessboard, and a mechanical lever which would control the Turk's arm. The lever was in fact a clever pantograph mechanism, using strings that would mimic the exact movements of the Turk's arm. It had a pointer, which the operator could lift to raise the arm and twist to close the Turk's fingers. By moving the pointer over the chessboard, it would move the Turk's hand over the exact same square on the real chessboard. But how did the operator see the moves his opponent was making? Above the operator was a fake ceiling that could be taken down to reveal the bottom of the real chessboard. Under each square was a small magnet dangling from a copper wire. The chess pieces themselves also had magnets in their base, and so the magnets would get pulled up wherever there was a chess piece. As his opponent picked up a chess piece, the corresponding magnet would drop and wobble for about 30 seconds, allowing the operator to see what piece had moved and replicate it on his own chessboard. To this day, the original operator of the Turk is unknown, but during Metzel's tours, the machine was operated by an impressive list of chess masters, all of whom kept their part of the secret. Over the course of its 90-year career, the Turk played hundreds, if not thousands, of games, and won almost all of them. Amazingly, the story of these young boys seeing an operator climb out of the machine was almost certainly true. But the Turk went on to keep its secret for another 30 years. And now for the Primal Space giveaway. The winner of the previous giveaway is Marco. Congratulations! In the next video, we'll be giving away this awesome Mechanical Turk poster. All you need to do is sign up at the link below, like the video, and leave a comment saying how you thought the Turk actually worked. Thank you very much for watching.
Time is running out. Just when it all seemed too late, the trick was back on. We saw the rope, but we were still hoping the boy would get chopped up and put back together, of course.
ये बच्चा इसके ऊपर चढ़ेगा सीधा ही पकड़ना और चलो ऊपर चढ़ो भाई वह चढ़ो ऊपर और चढ़ो बस So this is the Indian rope trick. बच्चे नीचे आ जाओ और ये आवाज के साथ जाएगा आप देखिए बच्चे गिरा दो इसको
Well, there it is. There's a version of the Indian rope trick in front of the Taj Mahal. It's just great the way the kid climbs up and it's solid. And then the fall at the end is what killed me. Very nice fall at the end. Okay, we'd done all our research. All the clues we'd seen, all the mystic stuff they peddle over here, it all came together. Elisa Moudine performed a great modern version of the rope trick. The traditional rope trick is a myth. It never happened. It's an amalgam of many of the tricks we've seen here in India.
Arguably, this is the most famous illusion in the world, although it's rarely seen. If it was done on the stage indoors, it's not really a mystery. It would be too easy to hang a thin wire from the ceiling. Outside, however, it would look more impressive. Here's how it would look. The magician walks up with a basket and rope. He shows that the basket is empty, and he puts in the rope. He plays a flute, and the rope rises. He stops playing, and a small boy climbs up the rope. After the boy climbs down again, the rope collapses, and the illusion is over. How could it be done? Based on the evidence, the Indians do it something like this. The basket has a hinged bottom that is opened when the rope is placed inside. This is a dummy rope because under the ground is a secret chamber with an assistant inside. He pushes up a second rope, much like a periscope in a submarine, with a strong rod hidden inside. After the boy climbs up and comes down again, the rod is withdrawn from the rope quickly and the rope casing collapses on the ground. The only times I've seen this trick performed, the rope is extraordinarily thick and the basket was already on the ground or placed very carefully at the correct spot.
Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7. Starting with you, go ahead.
I would give myself a realistic 6.5. Okay.
Oh my God.
Rude it, Andrew.
Okay.
Trifling.
Oh, wait, I wasn't muted? I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, we could hear. We heard that, Andrew.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, man.
We can see you too.
I was laughing at something my chat said.
If you don't agree with my 6.5, that's okay. That's your opinion.
What about you?
I've been working on my body and like going to the gym every day, eating healthy. So I'd say a 9, 10 because I want to get there. I'm like, I feel confident in myself. That's why I say that. I'm not everyone's like 10 or 9 or 8, but I get it, you know.
How long you been sober?
Almost 3 years.
Oh, okay. That's
and I work, you know, I eat health. So I'm like, I feel confident in myself and like where my body's at and everything, where before I would have looked in the mirror and said a 0.
So 10?
9, because I'm
okay.
still working on getting
Sure.
exactly where I want.
Also, I want to have the chat rate you on something. Chat, rate her voice on a scale of 1 to 10. Because I think a lot of guys kind of like the more raspy
I've
voice.
practiced it for music. Cause
Oh, you practiced the raspy
like
voice?
6 years ago, and it kind of, you know, like that the Elvis movie where he just like kept that voice.
Yeah.
That's kind of like.
It's at $905, Doug. It's at $905 right now.
Holy shit, yo.
Nice.
It's what?
At $905.
How great is this?
Yep. This is the best thing ever, right?
Yeah. Ever.
Gunner can't believe it.
Fuck.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, man, that's some shit.
Y'all down with some juggalos?
Anything more than that. Like now you're trying to convince me, you know?
Tell him whoop whoop
Yeah,
from
man.
TSN.
And it's like it's just a whole. It's all bullshit, man. And it's like,
I
he
mean-
said some shit too. He said 2 things on that thing. He was like, "Why did you make the song with me if you like didn't?" It's like because I didn't know who you were. You know, from an extreme example like I just gave to I just personally don't vibe with this guy.
We had 50 fucking people up in here.
I don't know, but we're just. Oh no, 50 people. I don't.
They were like, "We come in peace." Holy fucking shit!
Oh Jesus! Yeah, man.
Tell him, Gunner.
It's a whole bunch of bullshit, and I don't want anything. I don't want anybody to go with this dude. I don't want any more beef.
Stop
I don't like
crying.
This whole thing's been stressing me out because he's just talking shit about me, and it's creepy and weird, and I don't want to be associated with him anymore. So I would just love it if he pulled that track, you know, and
Ask these guys what keeps him up at night.
I'll block him when he's done.
Hold on. I'm gonna pause you right there because we have a whole influx of.
Tell him.
I don't
Gunner.
know what troll station coming.
We got hit, dog.
First off,
dog.
What is happening?
I would like
Fuck
to
it.
welcome all you fucking haters to the Underground Pulse.
Nobody hates you.
And thank you for giving me a fucking huge fuck ton of views. I do appreciate that shit. Hit that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? I don't give a fuck how much you hate juggalos. Look at me, dog. That doesn't look like I honestly
Thanks, Retro Gamer. I tried to make the tits bigger. That's as big as they got. What's up, Delta Zero? Mars. Thank you, everybody. This was just supposed to be a test of my equipment. And my super chats, I could not see them, or see that they were enabled unless I went public. And, before I knew people here, I'd expect that at all. So thank you to everyone. I appreciate it. Trying to get up and running to get some original content coming soon. And appreciate all the support. Please, even though this is not a show, if it's not too much trouble, go ahead and drop or hit the like button. If you don't mind, it would really help me out a lot. DJ Electra! Hey, I actually didn't have any audio, was just testing everything, making sure that my super chats were working, had to go public. Thank you for joining. I was playing some video earlier. Thank you, Delta Zero, for the 99 cents. Thank you very much, Retro Gamer, for the $2. I appreciate it. Looks like my super chats are working. Oh, DJ Electra, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. This is all new to me, so I am trying to figure out what the hell I am doing. I'm Eric. I'm Eric. Oh, you couldn't see that yet. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. I appreciate it, DJ Electra. I'm not going to be on here much longer.
I'm Eric. I'm Eric.
Now that I have my super chats up and running, guys, I am planning to do a show here soon as a benefit for beloved beloved chatter. And hopefully that once all the super chats that come in will go to him. I'm talking about Space Chief. He's agreed to it. I'm hopefully going to nail down a time with him where I can interview him, talk to him, promote it enough that people will be on board with helping him out. He recently said on Twitter that he is in a tough spot. So I would love to do a benefit for him. Still planning putting it together, and I've promised that all super chats will go directly to him. So be on the lookout for that. That is probably going to be my first live stream as soon as we can get all of that figured out. DJ Electro, I see you're asking about what happened. I don't know. I didn't ask too many questions, but he did just say on Twitter that he was in a real bind and things just weren't good, and want to help. He is a super talented artist and very nice guy, has done a lot of work and made a lot of contributions to the Dabbleverse, and he does a lot to help promote all of the shows. And so just seemed like the right thing to do, and it was a good opportunity. I had just been approved for super chats, didn't know if they had been up and like started working, and that's what I'm checking tonight. So it looks like we are up and running, so we can get this planned. Yes, thank you, Retro Gamer. That is very helpful. So I think I've got everything figured out. Richard Gamer, his handle is Space Chief 75, I think. Oh, thank you, DJ Electro. I appreciate that. I might take you up on that. Once we get everything figured out, I will keep you posted. Still trying to figure out EV Mux. DJ Electro, you probably can understand what I'm trying to figure out here. And man, I am not doing a great job. But you know what I can do? There's a delay. Y'all can't see it yet. I can fly. Louis Gina hasn't been around much lately. All right. I think I've done everything I can do tonight. Thank you, everyone. Sincerely, thank you very much for the super chats, for the memberships. I am still hammering out all of the benefits that I want to give to everyone that supports me. And also just thank you for all the positivity. I absolutely appreciate it. It has been overwhelming, and I don't feel worthy of all of the positivity that I have received. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And I really want to give you guys some good content moving forward, and I don't want to half-ass it. I want to make sure that whatever I do is, at least for the most part, appreciated and enjoyed. And got a couple of ideas, cooking up a couple of things, and I know that at least a couple of them are going to be good. I'm a little worried about the rest of them, but we'll see what happens. So, all right. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all have a great night. And again, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I know this wasn't terribly exciting, but yeah, it's still better than John's show. All right, guys. Have a great night.